Hey guys, this is Crow and welcome to Promo Look At. These are basically videos that I do for tabletop gaming. Without further ado, today's promo we're going to be looking at is for Dead of Winter, a Crossroads game. And the promo we're going to be looking at is another character. And hey guys, my name is Rich Sommer and I'm here to be your friend. Will you let me join your colony? Sorry guys for the little voiceover, but I'm going to do that a bit more with these characters that I'm going to be introducing. No, I dropped the cards. And here's a close-up. Basically the character and how it looks like, and if you turn it around it would basically be the same thing, so it's not much, but there's the close-up of the character. Here's a close-up also of the character cards that come with Mr. Richard, and as for the back for the Crossroad card and the character card, so it's pretty standard. It's still the same background. Now, one thing I'm going to add real quickly is the bullseye logo right here. I don't know if I should call it the bullseye from Daredevil for Bullseye the Enemy or Pain's Eye, because it kind of looks like either or, but it's like a trigger. So I'm going to read the first thing, and that's the Rich Sommer Crossroad card. If Rich Sommer is currently in the Survivor deck and there is at least one helpless survivor, so you have to have at least a helpless survivor in order for this to work, and he must be in the Survivor deck in order for this effect to take place. So a man rides up on the motorcycle with a chainsaw strapped to his back. At first you think he's a rider, but he gives you a looking out, friendly thumbs up. Hey gang, how about letting me join your colony? He calls out, oh my god, that's Rich Sommer. Bloods out the one-eyed Sue. He's been on TV. Never heard of him, you say. The man laughs it off. No, I get that all the time. I'm just some guy. He says, you look just like him. Sue insists, I'm just a regular Joe in a zombie apocalypse who enjoys doing things people who aren't celebrities do. Assures the man. Why are you getting shy TV, man? Sue demands, and she begs, quoting lines from some show. So, if you guys don't know, Rich Sommer is actually a real a live actor. It's his actual name. So if you guys want to Google it up and then search him up, you can actually search him up. So I like how they put it like a celebrity look to him and also to his Crossroad card. So that's pretty cool. So again, you need to have one helpless survivor in the colony because that's going to be Sue, and then you're going to get two options. And then the first one is you egghead on. Sue on and tosses empty beer cans at the man. He rides off in disgust. Nothing happens. So obviously we're not going to choose option one. From the looks of it, I mean, that just sucks. It's like, oh boy, I mean, damn, like, why'd you throw beer cans at him? Like, that's not cool. And then option two, you let him in, add Richard Sommer to your following. He sleeps with me. Sue insists, place one despair token on Richard Sommer. So this kind of sucks because then now you have to add a despair token to the character. So here's the one quote that we were going to be talking about. I don't own The Long Night, as you guys can see. I only own Dead of Winter, the base game, and the expansion, Warren Colonies. So if you don't own The Long Night, do you just put a wound token on him for just the meantime, or do you put a frostbite token? I mean, it's really up to you guys. Or if you don't add a wound token or a frozen token on him, so it's really up to you guys. But if you guys are like me and bought the Meeple Source little upgrade tokens, this is a despair token. So I actually do have a despair token, and if you guys do have this and don't have the Long Night, then you can use this one as well and just be like, well, I'm gonna heal it with medicine. I don't really know how to heal despair tokens. I know there's a character in the Warren Colonies that does heal it, but for me, I'm just going to say heal it with just the medicine because I don't really own the Long Night, so I don't really know the rules about despair tokens. Besides, it's just a despair token, and then there's unruly characters. So yeah, kind of sucks that he's like, well, I had to sleep with this dumb bee, and then all of a sudden I get a despair token. I mean, I think he would have just said, you know what, screw it. I might as well give her a fun. I'm in a colony, blah, blah, blah. But it just sucks that he gets a despair token. So again, let's go to this character, Rich Sommer. That's his name, regular guy, 51 influence, 1 to attack, and 4+. So that's actually good. If you don't want to use the special ability, which I'll get in a bit, you can just attack with him. And you just need a 1+ die and it doesn't matter. His search is a little bit too high, so I don't think you guys will be using him for search, but I think you guys will be using him to attack and to kill zombies. Now, his background is like, like I see a fence and like some houses around here. I think those are cars buried in snow. I really can't tell, but it's like snow in the background, and he has like a motorcycle, the leather jacket, and a chainsaw. Now, I'm thinking they were trying to get Norman Reedus for this character, and Richard Sommer was like, hey man, how about you guys put me? I'm assuming that's what the actor did, and they made a deal with him, and then they just made this promotional card for him. I don't know if Mr. Sommer is actually aware of this. Well, he has to be, but I'm not too sure if he's aware how the character works, or if he played the game, or was he just a replacement for Norman Reedus. I really don't know, but that's what I get when I look at this. The only thing I'm assuming is, instead of adding the crossbow, they basically said, well, let's add Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface Chainsaw, boom. That way we don't have to do much of an different upgrade to him. So I'm assuming that's what happened. I'm not too sure. I don't really know his movies or his shows that he's been in, so I don't know how he plays. I would assume if he was in Sons of Anarchy, I would click right there, but I don't know Mr. Sommer, so let's see what his ability is, guys. So anywhere, once per round during your turn, you may roll a die. On a result of 4 or higher, kill 3 zombies at this survivor's location. Do not roll for exposure. If you roll a 3 or less, place 1 wound on this survivor. So that's the only thing I don't like about this character, is that I have to roll a 4 or higher just to get the chainsaw. I wish that was odds and evens, because it's always, you have to roll a high number or a less number. And I don't really like that about the Dead of Winter. I wish there's somewhere different where you just roll odds or evens, because I really do suck every time I use this character. I mean, every time I use this character so far, I have never succeeded with his chainsaw kill. I always just hurt him. So he falls off his bike and he gets a boo-boo and he scrapes, or he just cut himself while he was trying to cut 3 zombies. Instead of cutting zombies, he cut his part of his flesh, and he was like, ah, when he falls on his bike, and he's like, crap, gotta get back on and just ride along. So that's the only thing I don't like about him, is that I always have to get a 4 or higher, and I'm always ending up with 3, 2, or 1. It's always 3 or 1. But if it was odds or evens, I think I would have liked it better. I mean, if it was odds, I think I would have gotten it majority of the time, but no, sadly, it's always a high number, and I always sucked with him. I always end up almost killing him by trying to use his ability. So I don't really like his ability. But it is a very good one if you guys can get it, because then all of a sudden you're going to put him somewhere where there's 3 zombies, try to roll the dice, get lucky on it, and kill all 3 zombies, and be like, all right, we're good now. Let's put some barricades or something. But in my opinion, he's my least favorite when it comes to the ability, but he has such a great power. I mean, not power, such a great look. I mean, his look is amazing. He's one of the best looking cards in the promotional cards. So, do I recommend him? Well, that's really up to you guys. Before I get started, he is still available. He was released in 2016 with The Long Night. Anybody who pre-ordered The Long Night was going to get, from Plathead Games, was going to get this character with it. So that's pretty cool. Eventually, they just basically said, well, we're going to just sell him. So if you guys want to get your hands on him, he is still available at the Plathead game store. I will leave a link below so you guys can try to purchase him if you guys want him, and purchase the other 3 characters that also come that they're also selling, or the 4 characters, up to you guys. But they all he costs $5.95. I'm gonna say with the shipping, it's gonna cost like around $4. So you're looking around $10 just to purchase him. If you add the other 2 characters, you're looking around $22 with the shipping as well. 42 with the 4th character that comes with the comic, and I'll explain that one in another video. But you get 4 characters if you decide to go 42 on it, and that's not a bad deal. I mean, he's a cool character to look at. Colby's another cool character. There's other two more that I'll eventually talk about, but for now, if you guys, it's up to you guys to choose whether you guys want to get Mr. Richard Sommer, who's a pretty cool looking guy. But it's really up to you guys. Do I fully 100% recommend them? It's really up to you guys. I do recommend them if you guys like more different characters. So yeah, in that aspect, I do recommend them. He has a pretty cool ability. I'm not 100% with it. I don't like it. It's too much of a double-edged sword for me. But the good news is, if you guys like to sleeve your cards, he does fit in standard Magic the Gathering and Pokemon card sleeves. So that's actually really good, both of the cards. So here it is. I can take them out easily. So yeah, that's actually good news. So let me know in the comments below. Would you guys recommend Richard Sommer? Do you guys know about his movies in real life? Have you guys met him? Because I don't really know much about him in real life. But let me know in the comments below. Say if you guys do recommend them. Me personally, I go, yeah, sure. If you're buying all 3 or 4 of those characters, then go for it. I mean, you're paying less money than going on eBay and paying like more than $10 just for one character, when you can just get pay 22 and then you're paying for basically 3 characters instead of paying 30 for 3 on eBay. So with that being said, I got a special thanks to you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.